তাহলে ইয়া অফ করব না। এখন ঠিক আছে। হ্যাঁ,
এটা শুধু ভিডিওটা এটা অফলাইন মানে মিউট করে দেয় এখানে পাবেন না। ঠিক আছে
ওকে। So, dear students, how are you? I think you are quite well by the grace of Allah. I'm also well. I think you are waiting eagerly for attending your classes, which is going to be held on 12th September this month. So until then, we will have to attend our Zoom classes. So I would like to again thank you those who are willing to attend and already have attended my class. Today, dear friends, I'm going to take another class on fill in the gap activity. My today's attempt will be to focus fill in the gap activity, basically targeting the adjectival words. So try to respond and try to help me through attending different part of my section of the classes. Okay, so I'm going to formally launch my today's class. So dear friends, can you listen to me? Okay, so please okay, I will come here to my class. That's my identity. I'm Matiar, senior teacher English, Gaibandha Govt High School. Today's class is for the student of class 8, 9, and 10, and subject is English second paper in the gap with clues. Gap filling part 2 with clues. Adjectives. I told you that my today's focus will be to discuss adjectives. While filling the gap activity with adjective word, what will be your targets? I just want to focus on adjectives. Firstly, I would like to define adjective. The word which speaks of the quality, better, good, quantity, number, state of a noun is called an adjective. The boy is honest. The man is cruel. The sky is cloudy. I have 2 fans. The tank must water. So the words that are underlined are generally adjectival words. You can see the boy is honest. Here, honesty is speaking of some of quality, some type of quality. The man was cruel. It's also quality, but the quality is bad here. Bad quality. The sky was cloudy. Here, cloudy is denoting some state. Denoting some state. Okay. Adjectives, placing or position of adjectives, rules of using adjectives in sentences. Firstly, before a noun or we can use adjectival word. Adjective plus noun, he's a good boy. Then adverb plus adjective, he's very honest. So if you can find any adverbial word, after that adverbial, you can use adjectival word. Here, very honest, very is the adverbial word and honest is the adjectival word. So very honest. So you can easily see that adverbial word can be placed before the adjectival word. In other words, adjectival words are generally placed after the adverbial word. Linking verb plus adjective. He got tired. Here, tired is the adjectival word and which has been placed after the linking verb got. In my previous, any of my previous classes, I tried to discuss the very definition of linking verb. You know, linking verb is the verb which generally speaks of the state, not any action. That means linking verbs are a state of being intransitive verb, which generally does not express any action, rather some type of state. And they take, this type of verbs generally take noun, pronoun, or adjectival complement to complete the sense of the sentence. So here God is the linking verb because God is expressed in subject verb state, not any action. Noun or pronoun plus adjective. In some cases, we generally find adjectives to be used after noun or pronoun also. I found the dog dead. I found the dog dead. Here, dead is the adjectival word which has been placed after the noun word dog. We found him senseless. Here, senseless is also the noun word. Senseless is also adjectival word which is placed before the pronoun after the pronoun word him. We found him senseless. We found him senseless. Senseless is the adjectival word. So we generally know before a noun word we can use a word after noun or pronoun. So these two sentences will show you how adjective word can be placed after the noun or pronoun word. I found the dog dead. Here, dog is the noun word, and after the noun word, I have used dead adjective word. We found him senseless. Him is the pronoun word, and after the pronoun word him, I have used senseless adjective word. So, boys, try to be cautious while filling the gap activity. If you find any blank in any of these positions, that means noun plus adjective plus noun, that means blank plus noun. In that blank, you will have to use adjective word. So while targeting to fill in the gap activity, and if you are to use adjective word, all this in your memory. Okay, dear friends. Now I'm going to show you rules of placing adjectival words in sentences deliberately. If you find any structure following this, he is an dashman. Here in the blank, you will have to use an adjectival word. He is an educated or illiterate man. As the article has been used, an article is here, so you will have to use the adjectival word started with the vowel sound, vowel or vowel letter. He is an educated or illiterate man. Adverb plus adjective. It is beautifully or nicely decorated. Decorated would be decorated. So after adverbial word, you will have to use adjective. After the adverbial word, you will have to use adjective word. So then see, noun plus adjective plus OW. I found the man senseless. You previously saw this. I found the man senseless. Then the boy is. After linking verb, you can use adjective word. The boy is meritorious, good, or honest. So determiner plus adjective plus noun. If you find an structure following this, the or any determiner plus blank plus noun, in the blank you will have to use adjective word. The meritorious boy looks smart. Then the plus superlative form of adjective plus noun. That means if you find any structure like this, she was the dash girl. The plus blank plus noun word. So as these generally used before superlative degree. So you will have to use superlative form of adjective in the blank. She was the best girl, or she was the most beautiful girl. Then as plus adjective plus as, or so plus adjective plus as. In the sentences comprising of or comprising of positive degree, in that case you can see the comparison with as adjective as, or so adjective as. She was not so intelligent as she thought. Then after not, we can use adjectival word. He was not honest. Then so to plus adjective plus adverb. He was so meritorious. He was so meritorious. Then comparative form of adjective or adverb plus than. So then is the leading word here. If you can see then in sentences, and after then, sorry, before then, you can use comparative form of adjective or adverb. I wanted to be more cautious than before. I wanted to be more cautious than before. So before then, I've used caution. Caution is a noun word, but I can't use noun word here. I will have to use adjectival word. So cautious is the adjectival word, but another point is that only using adjectival word is not enough. Rather, the adjectival word is to be used in its comparative form. So I've used more cautious. More cautious is the comparative form of the adjectival word cautious. Okay. I think the various points have been clarified to you. Now, friends, try to see the slide. Zubair Al Mahmoud Siam. Can you see the slide?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you can see the slide, try to do the activity. Try to do the activity. What you will have to do here, he was a dashman. He was a dashman. So you will have to choose
Honest man.
Honest man, yes. Then the patient is mass, goodness or better now.
Sir, better
Goodness,
now.
Better now, yes. Goodness is the noun word and better is the adjective word. Shumon is dash to me, junior or research to me.
Sir, junior to me.
Junior to me. We know after junior, senior, we'll have to use the preposition word to, not, but after research, we can't use to. After research, we'll have to use then. So junior to me. His lecture was very information or informative.
Sir, informative.
Yes, informative. So another boy has also got connected with me, Siam. Both of you and those who are willing to be connected with me, try to respond to my questions. Teaching in dash approach is highly appreciated. Participatory, participation.
Sir, participatory.
Yes, participatory approach is highly appreciated. Here, the point you will have to keep in your memory is that participatory is the adjective word and participant is the noun word. So you will have to choose participatory, the adjective word here. Wetness is an dash quality of water.
Sir,
Inherent.
inherent.
Inherent. Yes, inherent is the, yes, inherent is the adjective word. So you will have to use inherent here. Wetness is an inherent quality of water. As his dash, people does not like him. Garrulous, inside. Which one is correct?
Sir, inside.
Not exactly. This would be garrulous. Garrulous. Who speaks a lot. Who speaks a lot. So as he's garrulous, people doesn't like him. After the lunch, everyone felt replenished. Here, both words are all alike, but there's some difference. So which one is to be used here? After the lunch, everyone felt
Replenished.
Replenished. The first word is to be used here. Replenished.
Yes.
Replenished, ed form. Felt is the adjective word. Sorry, felt is the linking verb. Felt is the linking verb. and after failed, you will have to use adjectival word. But if you want to use any verb word, you will have to use it in its V3 form or past participle form. So replenished is the correct form. Dash reasons are extremely persuasive ones. Cogent, obligation. Obligation is the noun word, so we'll have to
The
choose
cogent.
cogent. Yes, the cogent reasons are extremely persuasive ones. The steps taken yet are so controversial. Comments.
Controversial.
Yes, controversial. Okay, you have done outstandingly. So I think I'm going to engage you another activity, which is the fill in the gap activity. You can see here. So I'm giving you 2 or 3 minutes. What you will have to do, you will have to fill in the gap activity with the given words. With the given words, the, for, passions, to, and, by, of, a, with practical. So try to fill in the gap. Try to complete the activity within the next 2 or 3 minutes. I'm reading the passage for you. Man has unquenchable thirst, dash knowledge. He is never satisfied, dash what he has known and seen. For this, he set out, dash traveling, but it needs, dash lot of money, and dash people of development countries are paid, dash it. So they are capable, dash earning, dash knowledge. So are you doing the activity, boys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Another boy is not responding. Siam, can you listen to me? He has just got connected with me. Okay, try to do the activity, Zubair. So do you need more time? Man has dash unquenchable thirst. You can easily notice that has is the verbal word, and this is the verb, which is called verb to have. So verb to, after verb to have, we can use noun word, but before the noun word, there you can see an adjectival word. So what type of word is to be used or can be used before this adjectival word? Determiner word. You can easily understand perhaps. So which ones are determiner here? There are only 2 determiner, A and
A
D.
and.
Yes, and D and A. These are the determiner words. So N, it would be N. So boys, I am going to, have you completed, Zubair?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm going to show you the correct version of the answer. So try to match your answers with mine. First one is N. Man has an unquenchable thirst for knowledge. He is never satisfied with it. What he has known and seen. For this, he set out for traveling, but it needs a lot of money and passion. The people of developed countries are fit for it. So they are capable of earning practical knowledge. Have you matched your answers with mine, boys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to get engaged in another activity. So try to read the passage again and again. This is somewhat difficult than the previous one. Here the given words are merry, mobile, information, undernourished, fertile, neonatal, situation, what, vulnerable, decide. When adolescent girls are pulled out of school either for dash or work, they often lose their dash, their friends and social status. The lack of mobility among adolescent girls also curtails their economic and non-formal education opportunities. Moreover, they lack dash about health issues. According to study, only about 3 in 5 adolescents have even heard of HIV. It is also reported that more than 50% of adolescent girls are TASH and suffer from anemia. Adolescent TASH rate increased from 20.3% in 1993 to 24.4% in 2007. Moreover, TASH mortality is another concern for younger mothers. While the TASH for adolescent boys is TASH better, many are TASH and lack the power to make TASH about their own lives. So I think you're doing your best to fill in the gap. So when adolescent girls are pulled out of school, either for dash or what? Either for dash or work. So we can easily understand that this is the preposition word. So after preposition word, you will have to use noun complement. So from the box, you will have to, I just want to make you alert of about what is the indication, about the indication of the questions. Fill in the blanks with the words from the box. You may need to change the form of some of the words. You may need to use one word more than once. So this is the language of the questions, which is generally said in second paper question number 1. So some of the forms of some of the words should be changed to use in its correct form to fill in the gap. So when adolescent girls are pulled out of school, they either for dash or work. So which what have you used here? Jubair?
Sir, Mary.
Marriage. This would be marry. The noun form of marry is marries. 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 Marries is the noun form of the verb word marry. Marry is the verb form. Marry is in its verb form. So you'll have to use noun form because the word before the blank is preposition word. So before, after preposition word, you can use noun word. So either for marriage or work, they often lose their, there is the possessive word. You can see there is the possessive word. So after possessive word, you will have to use another noun word. So if you find the word in another form, you will have to use the word in its noun form. They often lose their, Zubair or Siam, they often lose their
No, sir.
mobility. The noun form of mobile would be mobility. Lose their mobility, their friends and social status. The lack of mobility among adolescent girls also curtails. Curtails means to make short, to shorten their economic and non-formalization opportunities. Moreover, they lack dash about health issues. They lack hello boys. Do you find any problem? So shall I show you the correct form of the answer now? Perhaps you have endeavored a lot. Jubair and Sam, perhaps you have endeavored a lot to fill in the gap, to use the correct word in its correct form. Okay, boys, I'm going to show you the correct form of the answer. Please try to notice. So you can easily see that either for marriage. So the first one is marriage. What is the preposition word? So after preposition word, you can use marriage in its noun form. Then lose their mobility. Blank B, mobility. Mobility is in its noun form. So there is the possessive word. After possessive word, you can use noun word. Then blank C, they lack information. Information is in its actual form. So lack information about health issues. According to study, only about 3 in 5 adolescents have even heard of HSAB. It is also reported that more than 50% of adolescent girls are dash undernourished, and suffer from anemia. Adolescent fertility rate increased from 20.3% in 1993 to 24.4% in 2007. Moreover, dash mortality. Moreover, neonatal. Here, I have used the neonatal in its actual form. Neonatal mortality is another concern for young mothers. While the dash for adolescent boys, while the situation here, situation is also in its actual form. While the situation for adolescent boys is somewhat. The word is given what, but you will have to use somewhat instead of what. So, is somewhat better. Many are vulnerable and lack the power to make decisions about their own lives. So have you matched your answers with mine, Jubair and Sam? Please try to respond.
Yes, sir.
Have you matched your answers with mine, Jubair?
Yes, sir. I have matched my answer.
Okay. If you have matched your answers and if you have followed all the slides and all my speech that I have tried to conduct, I think you have understood, and if you continue to be following classes, I think you will continue to be developing. So I'm going to, in my today's class, because of the time shortage, I hope you will try to get connected with us in our next classes to be taken by other teachers. So thank you for attending my class. Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome, sir.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum.